Alright everybody, this is Master Marcos. I'm here with Coach Mike Real. Okay, and I'm going to interview Coach Mike. For those of you who don't know, Coach Mike's a 3-time national collegiate champion in wrestling. He's also 2-0 in mixed martial arts. And I want to ask him some questions. And now he's been, how long have you been training with us in mixed martial arts now?
About 2 years.
About 2 years. And what role would you say that your wrestling has been in your training?
Oh, my wrestling is like close to like 90% of everything I do in mixed martial arts.
Nice.
And training and everything like that.
And what would you think, like when you started out mixed martial arts training, was there anything in particular you noticed that your takedowns that give you some kind of edge over the other guys in the gym that didn't do like traditional wrestling?
Oh, I feel like just because I have wrestling that I'm almost unstoppable. I just gotta learn the jiu-jitsu, gotta learn the striking a lot better. But just with my wrestling, just being by itself, I feel like I'm almost unstoppable, taking people down and getting taken down. So,
guys, when I saw the first time I met Mike, I knew right away with his wrestling takedowns he started killing people, and I took him to the Nagas, and off the bat we started putting him in the intermediate divisions, and he's just dominating people. These guys in the jiu-jitsu circuits, like they had never seen the kind of takedowns that Mike was pulling off on them. Every takedown he did, he would end up in side control, and he was even choking people out, with using modified straight-up wrestling front headlocks, and using them as guillotines. So there's one in particular that you have.
the Micah Konda.
The Micah Konda.
Dubbed by Judo. Judo named it.
And basically, he was just getting headlocks that they use in wrestling all the time and just tweaking them for submissions. Am I right?
Yes. They're nasty. They're like, bro, they're nasty. Nasty.
And in jiu-jitsu, these are like completely like alien moves. You don't see this kind of stuff. Okay, and for those of you guys that are into kickboxing and striking, by having excellent clinch work and excellent wrestling, you can definitely beat people up in the dirty boxing positions. How? Go ahead.
No, that's pretty much all I do. So if my striking's not up to par, what I would like it to be, that's all I do. Dirty box and takedowns. Dirty box, takedowns, ground and pound. That's all I stick to.
If I had to ask you for what you consider like the top 2, you know what? I'll make it a little easier. What would you consider the best takedown for someone to learn for MMA from a distance, like not clinched up?
Not clinched up, single leg. Single leg. Single leg keeps the angle, so in other words, the guy can't choke you out, first off. Second off, the single leg, you don't have to drop to your knees, so if you're a beginner shooter, you don't have to take a full-fledged shot. You can actually just reach in, grab the leg, pull it out, and you're in a completely safe position. You're not getting choked, you're not getting crazy submitted, you're not getting kimura, you're not getting anything. It's the safest position to be in, plus it's a ridiculously nasty takedown if you get it right.
You know what he said is true. I seen his wrestling class, and he started out with a fresh group of beginners, and I used to teach double leg first to people, and you see a lot of guys, getting guillotined and kimura, and what happens is like they lose their confidence because they're learning the move, getting submitted, and they tend to be gun shy when they wrestle. But I see in Coach Mike's classes, he has them doing the single leg first, and these guys are not getting kimura, they're not getting guillotined, and their first experience with shots is a good experience. And they just grow really fast. I mean, he pumps out wrestling machines out of our MMA program,
Yeah.
And now, the next one I'm going to ask you, what would you think is the best takedown from the clinch for MMA for someone that's never done any takedowns before?
Takedown full-fledged shot or takedown from a throw?
Like just any kind of clinch. Could be, over-under, body lock.
Oh, probably the safest takedown from a body lock situation that you can be, and it puts you in the best possible position, would be like a head and arm takedown or a hip toss takedown, which is predominantly more throw, less attacking the legs, more attacking the upper body. But they could be both done from an offensive position, they could be both done from a defensive position, and also not to mention when you finally get the finished product takedown, you're full side mount. So you completely bypass the guard, you completely bypass jiu-jitsu, you completely bypass everything, and automatically put yourself in a phenomenal side mount jiu-jitsu position and side mount for MMA. And if you work your hips right, full mount MMA, finish them off ground and pound.
Mike, sounds great. But I don't know about you guys, my imagination's not that good. Can you demonstrate for us?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. Follow us, Mr. Cameraman. Let's do it. Nice and quiet. All right, let's start off with, you want to show the single leg or the head and arm?
The head and arm be the easiest one.
Head and arm, that's the move of the day from Coach Mike. Go ahead.
Head and arm. Head and arm can be done from a whole bunch of different positions. It can be done from a collar tie, outside tricep, it can be done from a collar tie, underneath hook. And it also be done from the clinch where everybody's always at. So what I'm going to show you is that from the clinch. Because this is where everybody's in this position. Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, it doesn't matter. Even kickboxing, you're in this position a lot. Alright, from right here, what you're going to do is you're going to come here and you're going to come across and you're going to look for this underhook. This is the underhook that hooks everything tight. When you hit this move, you're going to come across to the same side, slide it off just a little bit, tighten up right on the underhook, right here. Tighten up real tight. This has got to be tight. If you don't get it, you're not going to get the move. Alright, that's just this arm. This arm, what this arm is going to do is you're going to come up. When you rotate across the body, this arm's going to come up and you're going to punch him in his lat. You're going to look to punch him on the lat. Because if you miss his lat, you get his head. If you aim for his head only, if you miss his head, you get nothing. So aim for the lat. Once you come to here, that's full upper body positioning. Your body comes across. Now for the lower body. What you want to do is called a wrestling two-step. There's just 2 steps from every different position. What you can do is a 2-step. Cut across, 1 step, 2-step, and I want you to stick your hips in as deep as they can go, right here. Notice I'm punching the lat, I'm hooking this tight. Once your butt comes all the way out, not directly into him, once your butt comes all the way out, all you're going to do is the far knee, the knee that's furthest away from his body, you're just going to put that knee on the ground and yank everything down. Like I said, you're going to end up in the best possible position to finish him off. Jiu-jitsu, arm triangle, and other submissions, you can tee him up. If you work your hips right, pop, on, fight's over. Got it?
Cool, let's run through the whole thing one more time.
All right.
Just run through fast. That's great, Mike. Coach Mike, when he first, I've hit head and arms a lot, but when he first showed grabbing that lat, punching the lat, I started doing that, and right away noticed my head and arms were tighter. And also, as he mentioned, you can always switch off to the head if you miss there. And I want to thank you very much, guys and girls out there. Coach Mike is phenomenal. 2-time state champion, correct? 3-time national champion, undefeated in MMA. Okay, one of our coaches here for quite some time now. He's also been certified with us and we underwent our instructor training course. So the man knows how to break it down for you guys. And he's also available for private lessons. Okay, if you're interested, let us know. He's got a fight coming up on October 31st in Costa Rica. So his schedule's gonna be a little bit busy. So, but if you're interested in doing private lessons, just give us a call at 1-888-332-4967 and ask for Mr. Kevin, and Kevin will set it up. I know he does single private lessons, sets of 5, sets of 10, different packages. I'm not sure exactly what Mr. Kevin has arranged, but when you talk to Kevin, he'll work something out. And also, if you're not a member of the gym and you're watching this is one of our wrestling coaches in the gym. Teaches 5 times a week, correct?
5 times a week right now.
5 times a week. Teaches throughout the day. Even he teaches at 1 in the morning, right? Got a class that goes. He teaches a class that goes from 12:30 in the morning to 1:45 in the morning. Teaches at 6 p.m. Teaches throughout the schedule. And anything you want to add and let the viewers know, Coach Mike?
Hopefully I get to see you guys private lessons, and I get to make more wrestlers and make wrestling a lot bigger aspect in the MMA. So hopefully I can set my little stone in.
All right, guys. I hope you liked it very much. Next week we'll be back with Coach Mike, and he'll teach us that single leg, so you guys can see the 2 fundamental takedowns he's talking about. Thank you very much, sir. Peace out, guys.
This stuff is great.